Hello, love. Welcome to Soul Support Sundays here on the Libran Key. These are messages of soul support for the highest and the greatest good of the Elsh Collective. Empaths, lightworkers, starseeds, healers, awakened, and awakening souls. Know that if this video message has found you or you have found it, that there is something here for you. That is always the intention of these messages. Soul Support Sundays today. Archangel Sandalphon here with us in this space. And I'm working with the energy of clear quartz. I've got this beautiful slab here of clear quartz. And we're going to get to why clear quartz and what Archangel Sandalphon wants to bring through for this message. Okay, I'm just going to start reading off of my notes right away. We're not doing things the same anymore. That's the first thing I heard. He's speaking specifically to the Elsh Collective here, awakened and awakening souls. And he's talking about our practice, our spiritual energy, how we are growing on our journeys, taking it to the next step, to the next phase of our journeys. We're not doing things the same anymore. And then I heard, open up your channels and tune into your guides. Golden breadcrumbs. Taking one step at a time, honing in on your intuition, keeping it simple and coming back to basics. Exercises to tune into your own energy and energetic signature. All right? He's directing us when he's saying here golden breadcrumbs, he's directing us to taking things step by step and following our intuition and trusting in our intuition, trusting in the nudges, trusting in the niggles, right? And keeping it simple when it comes to this, getting out of the monkey mind and into the body. He's specifically directing me to the gut area, to our intuition that sits there. He's using the analogy here of following your gut, your solar plexus energy, the sacral as well. Now, he's also saying, though, that this is going to be unique to you, but what he really, in terms of where you feel your intuition in your body, okay? But he's really bringing me back to the body. He wants us to come back to the body. We just had this lunar eclipse in Taurus, and Taurus is all about the body. And Taurus is all about coming back to basics. Taurian energy is keeping it simple, coming back to basics, okay? Now, he's wanting us to work with clear quartz. And again, if this is not available to you, I am bringing in the energy of clear quartz here for you. You can always attune to the frequency of clear quartz in meditation, because this is an amplifier. Clear quartz is an amplifier, and he wants us to get really in tune with our own energy, our own energetic signature. And a great way to do that is to work with clear quartz because it amplifies our energy. In meditation, as a practice, practicing meditation, being in a meditative practice with clear quartz with the intention of tuning in to your energy, to your specific energetic signature is what he's talking about here. He's giving this as an example of an exercise that you can do to become familiar with how your energy moves through your body and how your energy reacts to things intuitively. He's actually showing me an exercise, very much like when we work with a pendulum, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with working with a pendulum, right, one of the first things that you do when you get a pendulum, after you've cleansed it, right, is you kind of program it with your energy by holding it up and asking it to show you the direction of no for you, and then the direction of yes for you. And sometimes we can even go beyond that and ask for maybe or undecided, and watch the pendulum and how it responds. And what he's showing to me is we do that through the body, through meditation, when we ask our bodies intuitively to show us no. How does that feel in your body? How does yes feel in your body? How does undecided feel in your body? How does not right now feel in your body? Okay? And you do this as a practice to strengthen your intuitive muscle, is what he's telling me. Like it's like a muscle. And you're strengthening that connection to that muscle. And then over time, that becomes like muscle memory in a way, right? Where your body just know, you read it right away. You're not second guessing it. You're not going up into the mind, right? He's then showing me the way we say to ourselves, say your name to yourself, right? And how that resonates as truth in your body. And then call yourself by another name. You know, say like, my name is John, for example, okay? How does that feel in your body when you say that? Using your body as a barometer of truth, of what is intuitively, how it intuitively speaks to you, okay? He's talked about this barometer of truth a number of times before, and he keeps on bringing that up. He, like, specifically, I hear your body is a barometer. Your body is a barometer of truth, okay? So I'm going to be asking through the Light Seers Tarot for additional messages. Specifically, he wants me to focus on practices to connect us more deeply to our intuition and to trust in what our intuition is telling us, because going back to the beginning of this message, I'm going to read that first line again. We're not doing things the same anymore. He's hinting here, and I mean, it's funny, he's saying like, no, I'm not hinting. I'm telling you that we're not. But I use those words because it's as if he's trying to say to us moving forward, and he's confirming that now, moving forward, that we're going to be seeing changes within ourselves moving forward with regard to our own spiritual practices, how we have come to understand our spiritual journey up until this point. Because once we start and using, I'm getting ahead of myself here, and using the body as a barometer, our intuition as a barometer, to check, to screen, to see, to feel whether these changes are in alignment with the new phase of our journey. Acknowledging also that we have been going through tremendous shifts and changes, and that now it is time with this Taurian energy, this very body energy, to put those things into practice in the physical. And it's going to be a gradual process is how he's showing it to me. Okay, so as I cut the deck, Two of Cups coming up in reverse. That's a specific message for some of you regarding some of these changes, perhaps affecting the synergy of your relationships, affecting perhaps how you relate to others. This being specifically reflected in the emotional connection we have in the relational aspect with others. And he's specifically pointing me to more intimate relationships here, because the Two of Cups is intimate one-on-one relationships. It's two. It's the energy of two. It's the energy of the other in relation to you. Okay? How that might be reflected, he wants to also acknowledge that and give support for that, because that can be an incredibly challenging thing emotionally that we all go through. But he's also showing me an energy as well. This could be another specific message for some of us, of opening up to radically accepting another person, to accepting that perhaps their way of spirituality, their way of how they understand God or God's source is unique to them the same way it's unique to you, and not also judging them for that. Those are two separate messages specifically wanting to come through for this, okay? Because he wants to acknowledge and recognize that it's through the most intimate relationships that this can be most challenging, okay? Five of Swords in reverse. That's a beautiful card to see. This is coming out of mental conflict in the monkey mind. Too much emphasis on the monkey mind. Okay, he just wants me to start shuffling now. Messages of soul support for tuning in more deeply into understanding our own. Look at that. Wow. I keep on hearing resolution through this process. What he's actually showing me is that this is going to bring you into right alignment, not only with others one-on-one, but with yourself. This is a synergy now of self, acceptance of the changes that you are going through, not judging them, not fighting them. I'm feeling really what he's directing me here to is, okay, this isn't the emotion of acceptance. I'm feeling that energy as an emotion. I'm feeling it as a softening and an opening up of the heart space. And I'm seeing us looking in the mirror and seeing ourselves, accepting ourselves for the truth of who we are. And I'm feeling how beautifully, what's the word here? It feels liberating. It feels like a sigh. It feels like, okay. It just feels like a release of struggle. He just wants me to sit with this for a moment here. And I invite you to close your eyes and also feel this energy. This energy of release. I'm feeling it coming out of the back of my body, right around my shoulder blades. I could be specific for some of you here, but this is the heart space. And I'm also feeling protection at our backs. This energy of coming into right alignment with your true self, with your higher self even, that's how he's showing it to me. With your guidance, your inner guidance protects you. It has your back. That's what he's showing me. It's showing me that energy of synergy. This card also wants to come out. Look at, oh man. Yep. Okay. I think we can pretty much end the reading here. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you. Yeah. Coming out of this mental conflict, he still wants me to pop cards, so I will do that. The release of this mental conflict. He's showing me this mental conflict is eating our energy up. If you are struggling right now, and anytime we get into these moments, we need to come back to this. We need to come back to the feeling of acceptance. Okay. The energies that we're being conflicted about mentally, this is when we're caught up too much in our minds trying to figure shit out, okay? Like we feel like we're banging our head against a wall. There's so many things that come up in our minds that muddle us. Monkey mind, that's all I'm hearing, right? It's like, and he's showing me how that gets us ungrounded, right? So very much up in this space. You cannot find answers here. That's what he's showing me. You cannot find answers here. You find answers by going into the body and by radically accepting yourself, your truth, who you are. It's really simple. It's just really simple. He's actually showing me a practice of feeling into this emotion of acceptance and release. Just the pure emotion of acceptance, the pure emotion of release, of letting go as a practice. There's something about that that gets you into your body and out of your mind, out of the monkey mind. Okay, he still wants me to pop a few more cards here. It's a practice, he says. It's a practice. So don't get hard on yourself. Okay, bottom of the deck. The world in reverse. Yeah, this energy is going to have us feeling discombobulated. Things were not the way they were. We are doing things in a new way, but it is part of the cycle. It's part of the path. It is part of the journey that we are on, okay? Two of Wands in reverse, okay? And Four of Cups, okay? So he wants to acknowledge here what we thought was on our path. He's showing this to me both ways. He's showing this to me as a preconceived idea we have about what we're supposed to be doing on our path, on our journey, okay? The mission work, if that resonates with you as well. He's bringing a lot of light worker energy here. Yeah, and he's like saying, he's going like light seers tarot, light worker energy. He's showing me, interesting. He's showing me the color gray, and he's showing me how your idea, this is a really specific message, okay? Yeah, 1616 on the counter as I said that. And when you reduce that, that comes out to 14, 1 and 6, 1 and 6 being 7, 14 and 5. He's talking, this is change. This is, it can also be a crisis. It can be crisis, change, challenge. But on the other side of that is opportunity. He's showing me a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I'm seeing like a leprechaun, and I'm seeing like Lucky Charms, and I'm seeing a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's like the rainbow at the end of a storm that comes out, right? Okay, so he's showing me that the vision right now may not be clear in terms of where you're headed, right? And you're having to reevaluate that. That's part of the process, and that's part of the journey. That's having some of us in this energy, this Four of Cups energy, this feeling of loss. He's saying it's okay to grieve that. It's okay to grieve that. But remember that, like, he's showing me the horizon. He's showing me the energy of that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That this is all part of the process, right? And look, there's even a rainbow in this cup. That's the pot of gold right there. That's the pot of gold that we're not seeing. And it's okay. It's okay if we don't see it yet. We don't need to know specifics yet. But he keeps on bringing me back to the meditative practice, coming back to basics, attuning to our intuition, attuning to our energy. He's giving me a feeling here that's very empowering right now. Like a very empowering feeling of this, like a very like owning your shit, like owning it, like being like, okay. I may not know where I'm going right now. The vision may not be clear to me, but I trust that it's on its way. I know that that pot of gold is at the end of that rainbow. Even though I may be stuck in this energy right now, I know I'm going to be coming out of it. And he's directing me now to this tree. I'm feeling the energies of Archangel Raphael as well coming through with this tree. Okay. He wants to come in to offer healing as well, and divine love, trust. He's showing me this is a healing tree. He's showing me this is an energy of knowledge, tree of knowledge. Trusting that the wisdom is within and it's at our backs, because you notice that in this image, it's behind her back, right? It's in the future, how we see it. Because I'm seeing her getting up and walking towards that tree and sitting underneath it with her back up against a trunk. And I just saw 5 geese fly across the sky outside of my window. Canada geese, of course. That's the energy of adventure. That's the energy of your journey. That's the energy of travel. Now he's showing me golden goose. And that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow again. Okay. This is a message of trust. Wanting us to trust ourselves, coming back to ourselves. Look at that. I picked up the deck just to move it, and this was at the bottom. Yeah, coming out of this 9 of Wands energy. Fighting. Coming out of the energy of fighting. Fighting ourselves. And not just accepting that we are exactly where we're meant to be. And this especially is true. We are exactly, I'm going to end on this note and clarify this before closing out this reading. We are exactly where we are meant to be, provided we have committed to this journey and we've been doing the work. And when I say work here, what I mean is he's showing me like an energy of chop wood, carry water, an energy of you're doing the work on yourself. You are taking accountability for yourself. You are empowering yourself. You are growing. You are healing. You are transmuting those energies. You're stepping up. You're stepping into a new phase. You're not repeating a karmic cycle anymore. You're not going back into energies you know are not in alignment with your highest and greatest good. Not good for you, right? Yeah. He's showing me this energy of a bridge, similar to the rainbow bridge, but this has nothing to do with how we typically, he's showing me us on this, okay. He's showing me this energy of us traveling over this bridge to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And a lot of us are right like on the upside of it. We're just about ready to go over that peak, that crescent, to come down into that new phase again. Now the rainbow bridge here, he's bringing it forward with an energy of connected to the death of a cycle, connected to the ending of some cycle. Breaking free, like I keep on seeing this energy of a shell breaking and us coming through anew. But we've learned, we're not just forgetting about the things that we've been through. We're just releasing an energetic connection to a pattern. With love and compassion for ourselves. Okay. He wants me to end it there. Okay. All right. Messages of soul support. Okay. I'm just going to close out with this energy. You in connection to your higher self. You in alignment with your authentic self. Your inner truth, your inner wisdom. Yeah. Coming back to that tree of knowledge. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, for being here with us, and Archangel Raphael coming in for these messages. I'm sending you so much love wherever you are. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy in this space with me, all connected through spirit. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love wherever you are. In love and liberation always.